Even if
benching
he's sitting
very
home, doing
bad.
nothing, drinking beer and watching TV, even then I have to pay him?
Very bad. Yeah, absolutely. You have to pay them. Absolutely.
Okay,
So
what about-
I think the last
yeah.
point that I'd like to make, because I know we're running short on time, is that it's never too early to start planning for the preparation of your H-1B. I know that our office, many of my colleagues are telling me that they're starting to prepare documents. Start as soon as possible.
Well, we're running out of time. David, thank you very much for important information that our viewers got today on H-1B program. Thank all of you for watching the program. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please email to us. We'll try our best to respond to your questions. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Thanks so much. Bye now.
We can cover from my other list. Oh, you can talk. We did talk about New Jersey Dream Act. Listen. True, that's 1 and 2 minutes. Immigration scams. Be careful. A lot of people are doing it. And this, did we talk about, we talked about that? About the no objection certificate, they call it, which is attested by the American consulate.
Oh, yeah. I think we talked about that.
2-3 items and then we'll.
Okay.
Hello viewers, welcome to our program on Immigration EU. I am your immigration attorney Michael Fulwani, and once again we have with us attorney David Nachman, my partner. David, welcome.
Thank you so much, Michael.
So in today's program, I'm going to quickly go over some of the items that are of importance very briefly, and then we can talk about some points that you have on certain other matters.
Sure.
So here are some of the things. First of all, there's something called the New Jersey Dream Act. It's a state act. It's not a federal act. And that act has been passed by the Assembly, the Senate actually, and not the House of the state. And I think the Governor Christie is still reluctant to see whether he passes or not. What is this about? Basically, this is about the tuition fees. Right now, there are different levels of tuition fees. The people that are residing in the U.S., citizens, green card holders, they get a certain low kind of tuition fees. People coming from foreign countries, F1 visas, they pay, foreign students pay a higher fees. And undocumented aliens probably cannot even get into the college. So what this bill will do, and hopefully it will pass, I think there is something going on, the pressure is there, but I'm just hoping it will pass. If it passes, then those people who are residing in New Jersey, state of New Jersey, will be able to pay the same fee like the citizens and green card holders. Even if they are illegal status, undocumented aliens, they will also be given this privilege of paying the same tuition fees as anybody else. And they obviously will be permitted to go to this college also. And I believe that there are a number of other states who already have it. I think Texas is one of them. So this is something, good news if it happens. It will be very, very nice. I know a lot of people, a lot of our clients call all the time. My son, my daughter cannot go to school, college, or too much money we cannot afford and all that. This will solve those problems.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I think California also implemented.
California also. That is absolutely correct. The other thing that I see about scams. Again, recently, in the last 1 or 2 months, I've seen so many cases where people have scams. People collect the money. I'll get you the green card within 3 months, 6 months. There's a new program, the new law has come in. Whether they are doing on the DREAM Act is passed now, I can get your green card. And it's actually DACA only. Green card, there's no green card in the DREAM Act right now. Basically, it is only the provisional memorandum that the President Obama administration issued, under which they are saying we will not deport you students if you meet all those qualifications. It doesn't give them a green card status or even a path to citizenship. That only will happen if this DREAM Act gets passed by the Congress. So that's about that. But what I'm saying on a scam, if you have any examples, I know quite a number of people who are in the marriage, based upon a marriage, based upon offer of employment, which is fraudulent. Unfortunately, some of our lawyer brothers also, some of the unethical ones, also cause the problem. They are agents, they are travel agents, they are other kind of agents. Scams. They are trying to get money, millions of dollars, and disappear. Anything
Right.
you want to say on that?
Well, I think the thing that about the scams that pains me the most, Michael, is that when people tell me that they've been scammed, and then they tell me the amount of money that the person who was scamming them actually took from them, I always say, well, you should have come to me, and I probably could have really gotten you a green card for half that price, because they ask for so much money to do it the wrong way.
$10,000, $15,000, $20,000, my
Right.
God.
And we can really do green cards for less than that. So I don't know why they go to people who are unscrupulous and are going to take the money. It doesn't make sense.
Well, why they go? I'll tell you why they go. Because they come to us, we tell them that you are applying based on our labor certification. The time taken may be 10 years or more. The scam guy is not asking for any documents. He's not asking for, he said, right away, no problem, within 6 months, within 1 year, I'll get you a green card. Obviously, he's a scam, he's lying. So these people are sometimes gullible, you can say. They fall into that scam and they believe it. And they have some agents, the way they made a network, 2 or 3 of his friends, that scam persons will contact him and tell him about the stories, success stories this person has done. He has got my uncle, my relative, a lot of my friends have already got the green cards based upon this lawyer or this agent or this person is, very much connected and he can get anything done. So this is how the scams take place.
That's right.
In reality, when they come to us, we tell them the real truth. This will not happen. You're a bad case. Wait for the CIR to pass. Or we tell them, yes, we get a start, but we have no control over the time frame. It may take in years until there's a change in the law, Congress changes, something else happens. According to the visa numbers that we have today, employment, third preferences, we are looking at 10, 12, or maybe 15 years. God knows.
That's right.
So that's how the brothers-sisters, taking about 12 years, 13 years, 14 years. That's why this. But they should understand. That's why here on this program, so many times we have said before, we keep on doing it. Please, please, please be careful. Don't just come into these scams. It's not that they have some magic wand that they are going to make a magic wand to give a green card next day morning. That's not what happened.
I just want to point out to our viewers who loyally watch our show here on ITV, you may have seen the district director, John Thompson. John Thompson is the district director of the Newark District Office, and Mr. Thompson is spearheading initiatives to take action against unscrupulous immigration practitioners, individuals who are making representations with regard to benefits that they can get when in fact they can't get them. And he's actually held several stakeholders meetings at the USCIS to discuss this problem, and he's brought together with him the Attorney General's office in New Jersey. I know also the Attorney General's office in New York has been active in rooting out some of the unscrupulous immigration practitioners here in the city. Many of them have been brought to justice and fined accordingly. I think the bigger question, though, for our viewers is that once you're involved in such a scam, is there any particular benefit that you might be able to take advantage of? And I think that I've seen certain things have been used by the government. Number one is if you cooperate with the government to turn state's evidence against these unscrupulous practitioners, ICE has been willing to give work authorization for individuals who cooperate. It's almost like a form of parole in place, so they're willing to give work authorization. We haven't really figured out what exactly that status is called, but it's part of a negotiation that we can have with ICE in the event that you're willing to be able to provide that information.
Forget that part of some benefits. The main thing is these scrupulous people cause a lot of serious harm.
Of course.
How many people they have
Absolutely.
put into phony political asylum and got a
That's right.
deportation.
That's
How
right.
many people have a fraud marriage and they have been caught and put in deportation? So, and then they come to you, come to us.
That's right.
So and that's what I'm saying. Basically, it is very, very important when you choose a lawyer, make sure he's ethical, he's experienced, and he's dedicated to his work, and he will not put you in the wrong path. A lot of clients come to me, I see the case, I say, sorry, there's nothing there. You are already married, you have a children, no marriage basis, employment basis, you don't have an employer, or
Exactly.
this doesn't matter. There's right now, there's nothing we can do. I don't want to, some of those people won't do that. Scam people say, no problem, no problem. Give me $10,000, I'll get you a green card. So that's very, very important.
That's right.
One last item I want to make, which is very, very recent, is that people, US citizens, when they go to India to get married, first time even, they go after the marriage, they go to the registrar of marriages. Some places I have told, the registrar of marriage is saying that we will not register the marriage unless you get a no objection certificate from the American consulate. In reality, it is not a no objection certificate. There is an affidavit, and that format is on the website of the consulate in Mumbai, for example. That affidavit says, I have never been married before. I'm single to marry, and I'm getting married to this person, whatever. It's my first marriage for both of us. So that affidavit, they have to go to the consulate and sign in presence of the consul. And the consul has to notarize. I think they charge about $50. And that, when they go back and give to the registrar of marriages, he will register marriage. A lot of people don't know. When they get married and then they go to the registrar of marriages, some places, not all probably, the registrar is sorry, but where is your affidavit notarized by the consul? And then they go to the consulate and back and forth, it gets delayed a lot. So the good advice is, if you are getting married in your jurisdiction, go to the registrar of marriages before to see what are your requirements. Do you need anything else except the marriage certificate and the form and the fee? And they says, no, we don't need anything. Then maybe, okay, you may not need it. But then you may say, we need that, so you better get that done. Because I've seen people who got married also, in one or two cases, they got the marriage certificate also. But then they told them that you need to, this is not valid until you give us. So the person's already back. No, he's going to fly back to India to do the affidavit in presence of the American consul and miss. So that's a good piece of advice for our young guys and whoever is now a citizen and going, or maybe a given green card who's going to go to India to get married, make sure that. I think this is coming from actually some of the concern that there's a marriage fraud also, people that are married here. There have been some cases. They go to India to get married, not even telling about the previous marriage or the present, he has one more wife already sitting in US. There have been cases, you won't believe me, the real cases. So when that happens, then this woman comes and he finds another woman living in the same house, or that he was previously married, has 2 children, and divorced. He never said anything about that. Otherwise, he might not have married him. There's a fraud, So to prevent that, they came up with this thing. But you're asking me whether it's a good idea? It's only opening a Pandora's box for people that, that ask for money. It's any time you open a program for which you go to concerned authorities to get something done. It's like this.
Right.
That's what it is. So what other piece of advice you want to give to our viewers?
Well, I just wanted to come back, Michael, to what we were saying for individuals who are, who have suffered harm at the hands of individuals who are unscrupulous practitioners. I just wanted to just come back to that real quick to say that, and I'm not saying that this is the case right now, but it's something that I would firmly advocate for, is that there is a visa called a U visa, which is available for individuals who are victims of certain crimes. And I strongly believe that if an individual is unscrupulous and has committed fraud and taken advantage of you, that you may have the ability to potentially, or you should have the ability to apply for a U visa in the United States, and that's something that I personally would advocate for.
Also, I want to say something on that. It's important. This U visa is good in many ways, but in some ways, I think that has been abused also. I have known about some people, some workers, some maids or whatever, those who have, in trying to get a U visa, made allegations against the employer about abuse, about all that, and go to a police station, make a report, because their immigration attorney told him that if you have this kind of situation and you have a police report, I may be able to help you and get you a U visa. So that's the other side of
Right,
it.
but let me ask you something. I mean, if an individual truly has been defrauded by an individual who is unscrupulous and taken advantage of them because of an immigration benefit that's been offered, do you think that they should be able to, are they a victim of a certain crime?
Absolutely.
Do you think that they should get a
Yes,
U
they
visa?
should get a U visa.
Okay,
I'm talking
just
about the abuse.
I know,
also.
I agree, I
Abuse
agree.
side,
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, sure.
Yeah, I think we're running out of time, but.
All right. Always a lot of interesting things to talk about, but again, we are running out of time. David, thank you very much coming on the program.
Thank you so
And
much,
all
Michael.
Of you, thank you very much for watching our program on every Saturday and Sunday. Please keep watching us. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please email to us. We'll be more than happy to respond to you. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Thanks. Bye now.
Chale.
Thank you.
Ho gaya? You want more? Just ask.
No, I'm done. I'm tired. Can you burn a disc for me, please? Thank you so much. So we didn't even do this. We didn't even do this.
okay.
That's for another day.
This is important. The good thing we talked about.
Yes, really good.